The night was thick with an inky darkness as I strolled through the desolate streets. The distant glow of streetlights cast long, eerie shadows, playing tricks on my imagination. Leaves rustled in the chilly wind, creating an unsettling symphony that echoed through the silent streets. An unsettling feeling crept over me, but I dismissed it as my own nerves. As I continued my solitary journey, the faint murmur of distant footsteps caught my attention. I quickened my pace, dismissing the unease as paranoia. Yet, the footsteps persisted, growing louder and more distinct. My heart raced, pounding like a drum in my chest. I dared not look back, fearing what I might see lurking in the shadows. A dimly lit alley presented itself as an escape route, a shortcut to the supposed safety of my home. Stepping into the narrow passage, the air grew colder, and the oppressive darkness seemed to envelop me. My footsteps echoed eerily against the brick walls, heightening my sense of isolation. Panic clawed at my throat as I sensed a presence, unseen but undeniably close. A flickering light at the end of the alley offered a glimmer of hope, but my steps faltered when I heard a low, guttural growl emanating from the darkness. My mind raced with fearful thoughts, conjuring images of malevolent entities lurking in the shadows. The footsteps behind me quickened, matching the accelerating beat of my heart. Desperation gripped me, and I broke into a sprint, my breaths coming in ragged gasps. The oppressive darkness seemed to close in around me, amplifying the feeling of being pursued by an unseen malevolence. I emerged from the alley into a small park, its skeletal trees casting grotesque shadows that danced in the moonlight. A distant howl echoed through the night, chilling me to the bone. The park, once a serene haven, transformed into a haunting labyrinth. I stumbled through the uneven terrain, my mind a chaotic whirlwind of fear and confusion. As I glanced over my shoulder, I glimpsed a fleeting shadow, a specter that vanished as quickly as it appeared. My legs carried me deeper into the park, guided solely by instinct and the primal urge to escape. Each step echoed with the crunch of fallen leaves, an ominous symphony accompanying my frantic flight. The park seemed to stretch endlessly, its boundaries distorted by the relentless darkness that obscured my surroundings. A distant flicker of light drew my attention, and I stumbled upon an abandoned mansion nestled within the park's depths. The imposing structure exuded an aura of decay, its windows shattered and doors ajar. Desperation forced me to seek refuge within its crumbling walls, my heart pounding against the silence of the forsaken mansion. Cautiously, I explored the dilapidated interior, the creaking floorboards adding to the unsettling atmosphere. As I ascended a decaying staircase, the air grew colder and the oppressive weight of dread intensified. In the dim glow of my phone's flashlight, I discovered a room that seemed untouched by time, its furnishings eerily preserved. A flickering candle on an antique desk caught my attention, casting long, distorted shadows that danced with a life of their own. As I approached, a ghostly whisper echoed through the room, sending shivers down my spine. The disembodied voice spoke of a malevolent force that roamed the night, feeding on the fear of those unlucky enough to cross its path. A sudden gust extinguished the candle, plunging me into completed darkness. Panic surged as unseen hands seemed to grasp at my senses. In the black void, I fumbled to find an exit, but the walls seemed to shift, trapping me within a malevolent labyrinth. Whispers surrounded me, taunting and mocking, as if the very air had become a manifestation of dread. With each step, the unseen force tightened its grip, distorting reality into a nightmarish maze. Shadows morphed into grotesque figures, their contorted forms advancing with every heartbeat. I stumbled through the suffocating darkness, a pawn in a twisted game played by forces beyond comprehension. As the whispers grew louder, I stumbled upon a spectral figure standing in the center of the suffocating darkness. Its hollow eyes bore into my soul, and a chilling voice resonated through my mind, revealing the true nature of my pursuer, a malevolent entity born from the depths of fear itself. In a final desperate plea, I awoke in a cold sweat, the oppressive darkness replaced by the soft glow of morning light filtering through my bedroom window. The lingering dread clung to my consciousness, a haunting reminder of the horrors that had unfolded in the realm of nightmares. The line between reality and the surreal had blurred, leaving me to question the fragility of my own sanity.